Texas Tech.
Wait,
Tech was crazy because look, I thought they was joking about the tortillas, bro.
The tortillas.
What is the legendary Texas Tech tortilla? It's the signature symbol of some of the rowdiest fans in all of college football.
No more penalties for this crowd. They can storm the field.
But university administrators at Texas Tech hate tortillas.
This year we're going to grab the bull by the balls and kick those punks off campus.
Today, we're going to learn about the crazy history behind the war on tortillas and just how it became a college football classic along the way.
And as the flying tortillas hit the field,
For at least 3,500 years, people in the American Southwest and northern Mexico have handcrafted tortillas out of corn, and this tradition still lives on today in Lubbock, Texas. Some might argue that Texas Tech could have deeper connections to corn than Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Oh, you think
Corn.
is your ally? Are you merely adopted?
Corn.
I was born in it, molded by it.
But why did fans start throwing tortillas at Texas Tech games? Well, between 1977 and 1988, Texas Tech football was horrible.
The final score again, Texas A&M 50, Texas Tech 15.
And fans were so furious with Texas Tech winning 43% of their games during that time that they had to do something else during the games. So they started throwing things. And that started with cup lids. Yes, the ones that go on top of styrofoam soda cups or even like souvenir cups within the stadium. And Texas Tech's officials were so appalled by the fans throwing cup lids, they had to immediately remove the cup lids from the stadium. So about a week later, they came back with a new weapon, one that the university despised even more: the tortilla. It was originally a movement among students, but then many more joined the fight in 1993 when an ESPN announcer during a heated game versus the Texas A&M Aggies made the claim that the only things in Lubbock, Texas were Texas Tech and a tortilla factory.
Well, let's be nice. Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it.
And so many fans started throwing tortillas in the 90s that Texas Tech had to place security guards at the front gates to confiscate them. But if you think about it, what security guard wants to confiscate a lump of bread that's been marinating in somebody's boot at the tailgate the last few hours?
Disgusting!
And even though throwing tortillas was really fun, Tech football was still pretty middle of the road in the 90s. But much of that changed in 2000 with the hiring of Coach Mike Leach.
Center of the field, and it's the screen pass to Henderson, waits at the 5, touchdown Red Raiders! Touchdown Texas Tech!
Piracy is just one of many subjects Leach researches in his free time. The full list is like a personal card catalog to his mind.
Whales, grizzly bears, chimpanzees, sharks, Australia, Daniel Boone.
For one thing, their fat little girlfriends are telling them what they want to hear, which is how great you are.
Again they hand up. Schwartz! Touchdown!
Oh my God.
Second down now. Deep strike. Got the big man. Crabtree! Pulls free! And touchdown! Red Raiders with a second to go.
And as fun as it was to watch Texas Tech games during the 2000s, surprisingly, it was one of the worst times to be a tortilla with dreams of touching grass. In 2001, the NCAA stiff-armed Texas Tech fans by creating the infamous tortilla penalty.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Texas Tech fans for throwing objects onto the field.
This placed such a threat on Texas Tech football that Mike Leach had to come out and tell fans,
It's time to stop!
And the fans listened to Coach Leach. Because of that, some of the greatest games of the decade were almost without tortillas. This was the first time that the NCAA did something And it actually worked.
I am never going to financially recover from this.
Texas Tech fans didn't want to get in the way of their team's newfound success. But, as many Tech fans know, success has often been taken from them like a thief in the night. And in December of 2009, their own athletic department threw all that success down the drain.
The Mike Leach situation has unfolded rapidly at Texas Tech, with the university deciding to dismiss him as a head coach.
Receiver Adam James was concussed during a practice, so Coach Leach had Adam wait in an equipment shed to limit visual stimulation and protect his brain. But Adam, already frustrated with playing time, called his powerful father to have him intervene. Craig James, the SMU football legend, colluded with the athletic department to fabricate the story and make it seem way worse than it truly was. Almost all players and assistant coaches took sides with Leach, but it was far too late by then. The athletic department already had the leverage it needed to fire Leach.
In Lubbock, there were 4 bad apples that were determined to cheat me out of my salary. And then continue to hide the documents illegally.
After Coach Leach's departure, Texas Tech fans were devastated, and the daunting tortilla penalty was still hanging over their head. Staring down the barrel of what was soon to be the return of the dark ages for Texas Tech football, many would think that Texas Tech fans would lose their heart for the team and give up on their love for tortilla tossing. Instead, Texas Tech fans simply stopped caring about the university's administration and the NCAA's rules too. So they brought tortilla tossing back from the dead. And because of that, tortilla tossing entered its renaissance.
Outstanding player for the Red Raiders.
Thank y'all for watching. I hope you had a wonderful time learning about the crazy history of tortilla tossing at Texas Tech. And if you have other crazy stories like this, please leave us a comment below and tell us your favorite story. And if you want more college football content just like this, please like and subscribe and turn on that notification button. And like always, stay wild, college football.